Mennat. Welcome to the show, darling.
Hello, hope you're doing well.
Well, absolutely. You have Sobia and Muriel with you right now, and we are so proud of you. We are so proud of you that literally we have been elated in pride. Can you take us through your journey of how your education has kind of panned over the course of these years, and you have been recognized by the top in the industry?
Okay, so I started school in 2015 and I went to multiple schools. I actually traveled a lot in my childhood and I joined Oxford School two and a half years ago or so. And at the beginning, when I was still young, I was still losing my vision. It was, I think, very hard period because it was a huge transitional phase. But I think later things stabilized. I started getting my systems in place, started finding ways to do exams. And of course, with the support of all my teachers, throughout the 13 years I've been in schooling, as well as my study teachers when I was younger, even my Oxford School teachers here, I was able to reach this huge milestone. By 6th grade, I have finalized my plan in which someone reached the exam for me and all my accommodations were set in place. And then by the years, we just kept having the same accommodations and changing them according to my needs. And that's how I came to the Oxford School.
Right.
With the help of Ms. Daspo, Dr. Peely, and all my other teachers, I was able to reach this very high milestone, and I'm very grateful for all their help.
Oh, we love it. Mennat,
If you can tell us, when it comes to, success, there's so many ingredients. We would like to know your strongest support system. Of course, there is a whole lot that you have just explained, but if you have to name one, your biggest support system, who was it? What was it?
I think it was my parents and LIMS Education Services. My parents, of course, they raised me. They were with me all the way. They are the ones who advocated for me to go through my A-levels, even though people did not want me to. And LIMS Education, they gave me that avenue to do that. They gave me the opportunity. And without those two, I think I would not be here.
Mennat, I have to ask you this question. Where we sit and we are marking and probably looking forward in life. Now, talk to me about the hurdles that you had to overcome. What were the tools and the technologies? Talk to me about the screen readers, braille displays, or specialized software that you had to kind of learn to get on path of education.
To get on path of education, basically, I have to learn how to use screen reader. I use Samsung TalkBack for that. And for my computer, I use NVDA, non-visual desktop access, to use the computer, use websites. And I think it has for me to be a lot about adaptation, because I cannot use textbooks. I have to adapt. Instead of using textbooks, I use websites, I use adaptive technology. And I currently only use a phone and a computer. I don't have any other devices that I use. And I think that those two serve me perfectly.
Mennat, you are unstoppable. More power to your energy. I'm so curious to know that when Her Highness, Her Excellency Dr. Aisha Abdullah Miran, she's the Director General of KHTA, she recognized yourself as an inspiration and a shining example. That's what we all know. But tell us your experience, what did she say to you? How did that meeting go? What did you go through? The feelings, emotions? Tell us about that, please.
Okay, so I met Her Excellency once last year after my IGCSE, where we were invited to the KSDA building. And she gave me a lot of encouraging words that time about staying strong and not allowing my disability to define me.
Sure.
And it was an honor meeting her. After my AS, she also sent an email congratulating me, and she was saying that my story is an example of how adaptive education can empower generations, and how my story aligns with the KHDA mission for adaptive education.
This is so beautiful. Mennat, I have to ask you a last question. and then we can let you go. When it comes to education, and I'm sure you would be seeing a lot of students or hearing a lot of students saying this line, right? I mean, we can't do it, they have their certain limitations. And when you hear this term limitations, I know it pushes you to go on breaking barriers. Mennat, if you've got to talk to your peers, if you've got to encourage them, what will those words be? How do you look at limitations to keep moving on in life?
I see limitations as not obstacles. They're just things that we have to work around. In some ways, having a limitation leads you to become more creative and to adapt. So adapt, that's I think the biggest thing I have to say about limitations. If you can't do something, you maybe cannot do it in a way, but try to find solutions to do it. If I was able to do it, so can other people do it. And if I was able to achieve those high grades in A-levels, so can other people. I was able to become head girl of my school, so can other people. So I see limitations as opportunities to look at the bigger picture and find other workarounds.
What an inspiration you are, Mennat, for so many of us. I think it would be incomplete if we don't get to know, how do you see your future? Is it UAE? It's somewhere beyond. Your dreams, your aspirations, what are they made of? If you can paint a picture for our listeners right now.
So I hope to study law and get my master's.
Sure.
And do the solicitor qualifying exam. Work in international commercial law or employment law. And I hope to travel abroad, see the world. I think I would be working abroad.
Inshallah to that. Mennat, thank you so much. More power to you, and congratulations to that big team from the academic point of view. Of course, your strongest support system. What blessed parents you have, Mennat, and you are full of energy, full of good hopes, and they say that happiness is contagious. We've got inspiration all over again from you.
Absolutely. Thank you once again, for taking time out and having this conversation with us. We wish you all the very best, sweetheart.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It was a great pleasure. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share my voice and talk about my story. I really appreciate it.